working? Looks like it is. Forgot to grab my microphone slash headphones, so I was gonna shoot in a more loud place. Here we go, vlog number 3, morning number 3. Got my new shades. H&M, I paid 30 Hong Kong dollars, which is like $5 or so. It's the first time I've bought cheap glasses in a long time. But you know, back in the old days, to get UVA, UVB, we were paying like $200 to get that. And now, even these cheapy glasses, I know there's gonna be a difference between high-end and low-end glasses. Lately, I've been inheriting my wife's old glasses as she gets new ones, and so this is my first cheapo pair that I bought in probably 20 years. But I like them. Let me know what you think. All right, let's get on topic. People and networking. When I came to Hong Kong, before coming, I contacted a few businesses and companies and people. I was feeling out their personality. Now, what I look for more than anything when it comes to associating my brand or my show, oh, it is my brand because my brand includes my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my blog, and my review part of things. I wanted to pick companies that I liked and I didn't mind promoting through all my different social media. So feeling out a company from across the ocean is very difficult, but I did find a few key companies, and a couple of them I did find when I got here, but there were a few companies and photographers and brands that I really liked, and I either got a hold of them or tried to get a hold of them, or I did research on them, and I just wasn't feeling the vibe. And so I decided, instead of arranging to shoot a video with them and then meeting them and then not really finding that they're the right fit for myself as well as my channel, instead of doing all that, I just was very careful and decided, you know what, better not just to get a hold of them, maybe meet them this time, and then if I really like them, try to maybe incorporate them into my video now or for my next visit. So that's what I was thinking. And so being here, having my producer fly out, having my guest John Lehman fly out, and I did ask a couple of more people if they wished to come and contribute. So I really appreciated, because of the relationships I had built back at home in Vancouver, these ones were willing to come here. As you can tell at this point, my YouTube channel is not monetized, and so I'm not making any money from this, but I enjoy doing this. Eventually we will monetize. I have to figure out a way of how I can keep this YouTube channel sustainable, and I haven't thought out fully how I'm going to do that. But for now, as it is not monetized, everything is done out of pocket, and so I do appreciate my producer and John Lehman and all the different people that have helped out to make this channel grow and become more successful. And so thank you, audience, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Those things are very important to me. Relationships, that's one of the things I want to talk about. One of the big subjects I want to talk about. I'm at a dead end here, and so people are coming towards me and then they're walking backwards because they realize that they can't come through. Final thing to talk about today is about cameras and camera reviews. So I brought 3 cameras with me, and then also I include my iPhone as a camera because most of my Instagram, actually so far while I'm in Hong Kong, all my pictures that I've posted to Instagram have been iPhone only. But people often ask me, and it's funny, people have not asked me, not directly anyways, on different social media platforms if I get to keep my cameras. But when I meet people and I tell them that I review cameras, the first question people ask is, oh, do you get to keep them? And so I'll answer it now. No, I do not get to keep any of the cameras that I review. First things first is because I don't work for the companies that send me cameras to review. So if I was an ambassador, an official ambassador for Leica or for Fujifilm or Ricoh, those cameras are often gifted, and they want the photographers to promote the product by using it, and that's fine. I have nothing against that. That's great. But as a reviewer, I am considered media, which means just like a newspaper or any other, like even like say a big brand like DP Review, you try to be as neutral as possible, meaning you don't want people gifting you cameras, then you feel obligated to say good things about them. So because of that neutrality, um, the reviews should be more objective and unbiased. Should be. But of course, we all have our own biases. Maybe we're not motivated by money, but we're motivated by brand association, or we're motivated by, we're good friends with one of the reps or something like that, or one of our favorite photographers. So we all are biased, or there is going to be subjectivity to anything that we do that's supposed to be objective, because of course we're human, we're not robots. But people often, when I tell them no, I don't get to keep them, I have to send them back, but they still say, oh, but you're so lucky. I wish that I can review cameras so that I can get all these cool cameras, even if it's just for a couple of weeks or for a month or longer. I wish I can do it. And then that's where I try to explain to people, and I'll explain to you now that, for instance, a camera like this, the Deluxe Type 109, it's about just over $1,000 US right now. And so let's just say, instead of buying this camera for $1,000 US, I get to review it. So when I review a camera, I will typically shoot it for 2-3 weeks and spend anywhere between 20 to 40 hours taking pictures, and then spend another maybe a few hours studying the manual, adjusting it all, figuring out how all the functions work. And then I'll sit down, I'll edit and post-process my images, produce a written review, which then takes a few more hours doing that, and then go and shoot a video of it, and it'll take a few hours doing that. So all told, maybe we're talking, this is very conservative, maybe anywhere between 50 to 70 hours of pre-production, production, post-production, and reviewing a camera. Now you work out what you get paid by the hour, and you work out 70 hours times what you get paid. For most people, it's cheaper to just buy the camera. So even if a camera is, like for instance, if I review a cheap camera, say the camera's worth $200-300, and I have reviewed cheaper cameras, and the amount of time and effort I put into making a review, if I was smart, I wouldn't do it because it's not worth my time. But because I want to produce a channel that doesn't just review high-end cameras or just cameras that are really expensive and that everyone wants to see a review of, I'll review some lower-end cameras in terms of where it is in the product lineup, but as well in terms of cost, because I think they're cool cameras. I don't want to be controlled by just what's in. I mean, it's great to review a topical camera, a camera that's just released, or a camera that everyone's excited about. This camera here, Deluxe Type 109, is over a year old, and yet out of all the Leica cameras for travel, I thought that this would be the best camera to review for this Hong Kong trip. So the other camera I could have grabbed is the Leica M monochrome, but then that's kind of a heavy camera. So John Lehman decided to take that because, well, he's a big guy and it's not that heavy for him, but for me it was too much. And so anyways, that was the big subject about camera reviews, that I don't get to keep them. The amount of time and effort it takes to review them is not worth the money for me yet. because I have not yet monetized my blog. But even if it was monetized, and even if I had, let's say, 100,000 viewers, I still don't think from the monetization through uh, ads will still pay. I would need sponsorship. So I'll figure out a way of how to make this a living in terms of doing YouTube videos. And you'll see my channel evolve in that way, and you'll start seeing sponsorship and perhaps some ads. But that's the business side of things. You don't want to hear about that. You just want to hear about cool camera reviews. So that's my tips for today, and we will talk to you tomorrow morning.